Hey there, Recovery fam. Welcome back to Scott's Thoughts. We never have to feel alone. If you're new to the community, welcome home. Welcome home to Scott's Thoughts. Bringing you another reading from the Just for Today book. It's a daily reading from part of the NA literature. It's very much more of a spiritual read than some of the other literature, so I'm more drawn to this one. So today's daily reading today is called Insides and Outsides. And it's for March 31st. And the little reading for today, it says, our real value is in being ourselves. And that's from the basic text, page 105 of the Blue Book of Narcotics Anonymous. And the reading for today is, as we work the steps, we're bound to discover some basic truths about ourselves. The progress of uncovering our secrets, exposing them, and searching our character reveals our true nature. As we become acquainted with ourselves, we'll need to make a decision to be just who we are. As we may want to take a look at what we present to our fellow addicts and the world and see if it matches up with what we've discovered inside. Do we pretend that nothing bothers us when in truth we're very sensitive? Do we cover our insecurities with obnoxious jokes, or do we share our fears with someone? Do we dress like a teenager when we're approaching 40 and are basically conservative? We may want to take another look at those things that we thought weren't us. Maybe we avoided NA activities because we don't like crowds. Or maybe we have a secret dream of changing careers but have put off taking any action because our dream wasn't really right for us. As we attain a certain understanding of ourselves, we want to adjust our behavior accordingly. We want to be genuine examples of who we are. And there's always just for today, and today's just for today is just for today. I will check my outsides to make sure they match my insides. I will try to act on the growth I have experienced in recovery. So I can identify with a lot of this. I'm going through a lot of some of this stuff right now in my life and stuff like that. What was really profound to me in the reading today is how it says, we'll need to make a decision to be just who we are. I wanted to get a freaking highlighter and freaking highlight that part of that paragraph there. We'll need to make a decision to be just who we are. I always just remember that I was never good enough. I can identify with part of the reading where it talks about looking at ourselves and dressing like a teenager and trying to still be the people pleaser and conform to things that weren't really a part of my own makeup, and a part of my life today where it doesn't matter what you think of me, it matters what I think of me. And I am becoming so much more of my own individual today. And it talks here about, in the Just for Today, about try to act on the growth I've experienced in my recovery. Well, sometimes I can forget to do that. I can forget to act as my own individual and still try to be that people pleaser again. In personal growth, when I can go back to where it says we need to make a decision to be just who we are, and I've had to make a lot of big decisions in my life this last little while I needed to do that not only for my own personal growth but for my own sanity as well. Just still kind of just pretending to want things that I really don't want because I still wasn't feeling deserving of what I knew I didn't think I deserved, right? So especially when it comes to relationships, I would always just settle for less than, right? And that's not to say that the people I meet on my journey or the partners I've had in the past aren't important, because they all are. They're all super important, because today I know everyone is in my life for as long as they're supposed to be in my life for, to teach me whatever life lessons I need to learn in that moment in my life, right? I've said 100 times that nothing's irrelevant, everything's relevant, and I remember growing up, and I always felt irrelevant, and that's why it's so important that I express to other people in my life that they are relevant, they matter, and I'm grateful, and I have a lot of acceptance, and I accept things a lot more than I would have before, and I think that all has to tie in a lot with self-acceptance as well. Accepting that I do deserve good. I can hold on to good. And that's why life happens, right? Life happens, events happen in my life, and I have an opportunity to take action, or continue just to live in that insanity still. I don't wanna live in that insane thinking anymore. I don't know. I've identified with a lot of this reading, even if when it comes to there was so many things in my life that I've always wanted, but like I said, I always felt unworthy. Or the things that I told myself I'd never do, or I always thought I was always unworthy of. Or those are the things that I never wanted to try, because it was scary. Because if I failed, then I would beat myself up. But I'm okay. I'm okay to make mistakes. I'm okay to not be perfect today. I'm okay to be able to go through a situation. It may not turn out the way that I would have liked to turn out, but I could still find a positive in that, because I can use what I have learned and apply that in a different ways to try to get a different result. So it's all about making that decision just to be yourself. When I've talked about never compromise your own principles, right? And that's a big part of the decisions I've had to make in my life these last few weeks. And I was tired of just pretending to want to be in a situation where it wasn't what I wanted anymore. And because I was able to communicate with my partner at that time how I was feeling and how I was changing and stuff like that. I was able to communicate that, and when the relationship came to an end, it wasn't a negative thing, because we were able to communicate. Yeah, it's still hard. I still get emotional. I still can get raw and sad and stuff like that, and that's okay. It's just all part of growing up, right? And that's what I'm doing. I'm just growing up. I'm having more personal growth, right? So it's all good. It's okay to not put on that. It's okay not to put on that brave face and say everything's okay. Nothing bothers me. Well, I can't do that today. I have to let people know in my life where I'm at, and emotionally, especially, mentally, especially. Spiritually, and if I'm not doing that, and I'm putting that happy face on, and I'm wearing those masks again, that's not doing me or anyone any good. So I need to be real. I need to be genuine, and I need to be me, and I need to make that decision on a daily basis just to be me, and not compromise my own principles. So if you're new to the community, welcome home. Welcome home to Scott's Thoughts. We never have to feel alone. And I'll see you again very soon. Have a wonderful day.